I'm not crazy. I am excited for Pitt basketball 2009 2010. You have reasons to be skeptical. I can't blame you. Last year, Pitt had its greatest basketball season since the 1930s. Pitt this year, lose four players from that team last year. DeJuan Blair, Sam Young going to the NBA. Tyrell Biggs, Levance Fields going to Europe. The other remaining starter and the top guy off the bench aren't going to be starting this year for Pitt. Jermaine Dixon broke his foot, be out till sometime in December. Gilbert Brown, academics weren't up to snuff. He's out till the end of December. Am I excited? Of course I'm excited. Pitt has Jamie Dixon as basketball coach. The evidence so far states that's reason enough to be excited. Yes, we're going to have a lot of freshmen this year. Yes, the schedule at points looks absolutely brutal. You honestly don't think Jamie Dixon recruited bad players, do you? I mean, really. The track record speaks for itself. The gold medal he earned this summer at the U20s speaks for itself, too. The guy can coach. He'll take what he has, and he'll put the best team out there possible. The schedule at points is brutal. The non-conference, yeah. Pitt only really doesn't really play a true road game this year. I mean, the closest thing they're having to a road game is when they play Wichita State and Kansas City in the CBE Classic. Don't ask me what CBE Classic stands for, by the way. I don't know. Wichita State in Kansas City. Then after that, they'll play either Iowa or Texas there too, in either the championship or consolation of that tournament. Pitt plays against Indiana University of Bloomington, Indiana, at Madison Square Garden in Jimmy V in December. Indiana, of course, last year, first year with Tom Crean, dealing with the implosion of that program left from Kelvin Sampson / still recovering from the departure of Bobby Knight. And Pitt, of course, plays Duquesne, but not at Palumbo this year, but at Mellon Arena. Still, I only expect Pitt to lose maybe one game out of conference. Maybe one game. Big East, however, what a nightmare to start off. Okay, let's be fair. First game in Big East play is at home against DePaul. Very easy game. No way builds up to what you have for your next 5 games. At Syracuse, at Cincinnati, at UConn, home Louisville, home Georgetown. I'll be happy if Pitt starts Big East play 3-3 this year. Really, I mean, that's just wow. The computer was very mean to Pitt this year when it came to generating the schedule. What's also frustrating is right after we get out of that stretch, we have a, quote, easy game against Seton Hall. At Seton Hall. I mean, it's a Big East road game. And Seton Hall is going to be improved this year because how Bobby Gonzalez has built his programs up on all these transfers, and they all become eligible this year. So they're going to be a little better this year than they have been recently. So people might be upset if they lose that game, like, oh, this Pitt team's going nowhere. Because the schedule is so front-loaded, it gets a little easier on the backside. But I still expect this team to make the tournament. Why shouldn't I? I know we have a very good coach who recruits very good players. And even if we go to the NIT, it's not horrible. I'm not saying this is a blow-off year or rebuilding year by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I still expect us to win games. It's going to be a harder year this year. That's not that surprising. But I still expect we're going to win a lot more games than we lose. We're still probably going to win 20 games this year, I think. Will a 20-win season get Pitt into the NCAA tournament? It would be close. It would be close. Figure it would also take a strong appearance at Madison Square Garden afterwards. Of course, that will help. But Pitt basketball is in good hands. The way the team has played the past 9-10 years, we are one of the big boys. Pitt basketball is one of the big boys. Until a reason comes along to think otherwise, you should expect Pitt to win in basketball. You should expect to have a good time watching this team. Being a fan of these guys is fun. It's always worth it.